for our next special guest. Please welcome to our show, joining us before his game, Coach Nicodemo. Hey, Coach.
Hey, guys. What's up? Very happy to be here. Very excited.
Thanks for coming on, Coach. Appreciate you. Tuckahoe, your group, your program, plays anybody, anytime, any place, anywhere. Your schedule was extremely challenging this year. What is the message, or what's going to be the message before you step out on the floor today to your team?
You know, I think, you know, the preparation is done. The game plan is set. You know, everything we've done for the last 3 months, the goal is to let it pay off today. And hopefully after 32 minutes, you know, we have the opportunity to be back-to-back champions.
Number 4. What are the keys specifically for your group to be successful tonight in this section championship?
I think the three keys would be, one, to limit them on their three-pointers made. We'd like to hold them to maybe 5 three-pointers made, because they take a lot of three-pointers. I think on top of that, we have to limit their second chance opportunities off offensive rebounds, because they play very hard. They crash very hard. They take a lot of three-pointers, so we feel like we got to limit that. And I think from the offensive end, we got to make sure we're attacking the basket and shooting a lot, and get to the line and make sure we're shooting a lot of free throws.
Which players have really stepped up for you since we've seen you, since we saw you at Coaches versus Cancer? Who has really stepped up for you?
You know, I think, you know, we have the experience where last season we won a section, we won a regional, and, you know, we've been in a lot of hard-fought games. So when we set up this schedule, you know, the goal was to be tested, right, to see what we can do. And guys have stepped up. Marco Formato has continued to get better each game. Luca Del Conte literally came off the state championship football game December 7th.
Unbelievable.
And he's been literally getting better every single game. And now we go into games, and the other team, it's designed to try to stop him. So he's been continuing to get better. Rocco Bryant, who's been with me for 3 years, he's experienced. He knows how to show up in big games. Jack Bamford, same thing. These kids have been with us. Ryan Gentry has been an excellent defender throughout the year. So I think collectively we've been getting better and better as the season goes on, and that's all we can ask for. That, you know, that's what we wanted.
Yeah.
And one more, Coach. Which player from the opposing team are you guys focusing on defensively? Or if there's 2 players, what 2 players are you focusing on defensively with regard to stopping and neutralizing North Salem's offense?
Listen, you know, Max Catron is a tremendous athlete. He's a college athlete. He makes a lot of plays, and it may not even plays that don't even show up necessarily in the scorebook.
In the box score, yeah.
But you have to defend him. You have to make adjustments to him. And with North Salem, they have a lot of threats on any game. About 1 to 10 can knock down the 3. So you got to pick and choose, you know, who you might try to stop, and live with a couple guys maybe knocking down 1 or 2. But, you know, we have to defend that 3-point line. We have to defend that 3-point line tonight to win a section championship.
It's what allowed them to stay in the game with Hastings.
Yeah, you know, that three-pointer can hurt you, you know, and especially when you shoot about 25, say you shoot 25 threes, you hit 8 of them, 9 of them, now you're talking 24 points, 27 points. So
right, especially on this court. This court is so wide and so big that it leaves that catch and shoot 3 wide open, where the kids have to defend that 3-point line.
Yeah, now, you know, we've been playing here a long time. This is also a hard place to knock down shots, but we're not hoping for any of that. We're going to defend that 3-point line the best we can and see if they can, you know, beat us unassisted baskets.
Chase them off the line and funnel them into your interior defense, because you have Bamford at 6'8", you have Luca at 6'5", I mean, he's a big 6'5".
Yeah, you know, we've made some adjustments over this course of the 3 weeks, and this is a long time off. And one thing I'll say is I'm excited that we're going up to Class B next year. I think it's going to be another challenge for us to see what we can do. But the 3 weeks is a long time. It's a lot of, you know, questioning, second guessing here and there, critiquing. You know, but we have a good game plan today where, you know, if they're going to score, it's going to be off unassisted baskets. And we feel prepared. And listen, at the end of the day, you jump the ball. We're playing with high school teenagers. You don't know what can happen. As long as they play as hard as they possibly can and leave it all out there, I think we'll put ourselves in a position to win the game.
All right, Coach, most important question.
Yeah.
How much pressure are you underneath now that the girls just won?
Listen, the girls have won, I think, the last 4. You know, we want to hopefully match them and be able to, go to regionals. What they did, we did it last year. It's a great atmosphere for the school.
It is.
So you need some luck. You need to hopefully follow the game plan, but hopefully, pressure. I don't know pressure, but I would say excited to hopefully follow suit.
I just want it to be known that Coach never gets stumped. And I think I stumped him a little bit there. I think he wasn't prepared for that pressure question.
Well, I got to see what, I got to show the humility in the right answer. That was a good one, though,
I like it.
Listen, I appreciate everything you guys do. This is great for the high school athletics, for the kids, and it's tremendous. I think it's changed, the way, the kids see the game, and it's added a whole new audience. So I appreciate everything you guys do.
We're really good for that. And this is a gift for you.
All right, cool.
All right, when you tap that, all the highlights for the entire weekend will be on there. We look forward for you guys giving us some of those highlights in this next game. Good luck, Coach.
And we may be seeing you again post game.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
If not, I'll be out of here as quick as quick. All right. I appreciate you guys.
Thanks,
you.
Felix.
And that was Coach Nicodemo before the game. We're really excited about the next game coming up with Tuckahoe Tigers versus Salem Tigers, North Salem Tigers. Let's see what we got. Well, with the score 24-17, the Tigers leading, that is not a true testament to the tale that we saw in the first half. I mean, North Salem with a great comeback right now to even make this a game in the second half.
North Salem and Coach Brandt got to be happy because Tuckahoe has a decided interior size advantage.
Oh, yeah.
And for them to kind of neutralize that interior presence, give them credit. Catron's been good. I love Bryce Bryant, the sophomore, number 5. DeLarco, Dooley have been good for them. There's a big problem, though. Bryce Bryant just picked up his 3rd. And they cannot afford not to have Bryce on the floor from an interior standpoint. At 6'4", 6'5", he's long. He's active. He's only a sophomore. He's going to be a really good player, but he cannot pick up any more fouls.
No way. I mean, you got Tuckahoe. You got Luca, who's not only 6'5", 6'6", but football player beast in the middle of that floor. And then you have
Jack Bamford, 6'8". I mean, so my thing with Tuckahoe, my thing first for North Salem. You got to make a couple more open looks.
Yeah.
If you do get it in the paint, you're only getting one chance to finish. You're not getting a second chance normally. They've gotten a couple of offensive boards, but not a lot of them. If I'm Tuckahoe, our guards cannot turn it over on penetration, lose the ball on the dribble, the way that they have.
That's been a little sloppy. Also, I do think, though, that these guards have to kick it out for the catch and shoot. I mean, we were talking about catch and shoot all the time because it's your favorite play.
Absolutely.
But
yeah.
we just saw in this first half, I mean,
Ryan Gentry made 3 threes.
You took it words right out of my mouth. 3 threes, 3 catch and shoots.
But they were minutes apart.
Yeah.
So if Ryan Gentry's the open guy on a catch and shoot, he's made 3 threes. He's got 9 of your 24 points. When we do penetrate, we're not looking to go over 2 guys and make a difficult play in the lane. We're looking to kick it out to Gentry, or we're looking to kick it out, reciprocate. Rocco Bryant, he made one. Formato, don't get deep in the lane and then turn it over.
Agreed.
Let the ball do the work and make this simple play.
Had they kept that simple play, right? And, I mean, listen, Ryan's not going to go 100% in the game if he puts up enough threes, but you got to feed the hot hand. You have to feed the hot hand.
You got to keep coming back to him.
Yeah.
And he's been open 3 other times where on penetration he should have been found.
Yeah, because North Salem is collapsing. They're watching the game.
They're making a
collapsing
commitment to take away the paint.
Exactly. And Ryan's made it very difficult to three-point line.
He's punished them.
He's punished them.
But he hasn't gotten a chance to punish them enough for making a commitment to rally to the basketball and rotate to the ball, because the guards, the other, Bryant's got to calm down, Marco's got to calm down, make the simple play. When they've done that, they've been very effective.
All right, Coach. Put yourself as Coach Brandt here for the North Salem Tigers. You're in the locker room at halftime. You're only down by 7, okay? You guys made a good run comeback in this case. What are you telling these kids in the locker room to come out for a chance to win in the second half?
I'm looking Bryce Bryant straight in the eye, and I'm saying, Bryce, you cannot pick up a 4th foul within the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. I'm looking at Max Catron and saying, 1 dribble less. You're so strong, so athletic. Take the simple one. Take the 1 dribble less. Pull up, short pull up in the lane because of your athleticism, of your strength, so you don't pick up an offensive foul or make the referee have to make that decision for you. You don't want that to happen. I'm making sure that DeLarco and Dooley are still active offensively, which they've been. That's what's kept them in the game. It hasn't been a 2-man game for North Salem. Dooley and DeLarco's made foul shots. They both have made foul shots when they've gotten fouled. And, we got to keep them out of the lane. We can't allow Tuckahoe to get second and third opportunities.
Well, that's going to be tough, man, for Bryce because he's got to bang on those boards. And inevitably in these games, if you're banging on the boards, you're going to get a chippy foul call on you because you're going to come down with your hands. Right. You're going to slap the ball, and the referee's going to call that all the time. All the time.
So, DeLarco and Dooley can't get in foul trouble either.
Yeah. No, it's going to be a hard time for them, but listen, they're only down by 7.
Right, they're right there too. They're just a little over 2 possessions away.
Yeah.
So, they're in great shape. The question becomes, does that size on the interior wear down North Salem? Because it's been very physical underneath the basket.
Well, we got to get back to the game. We have 2 more. Wait, Coach.
Excuse me.
God bless you, Coach.
Excuse me.
God bless you. He's excited in that case.
Excuse me.
We got to get back now to play, play the second half.
One more thing, John. Now from Felix Nicodemo and Tuckahoe. From Felix Nicodemo and Tuckahoe, let's find Ryan Gentry. Let's not over-penetrate at the guard spot.
Great, yeah.
And let's make sure that when the post-entry pass is there, we make the post-entry pass, high post-entry, low post-entry, but let's not force it.
Agreed. We're getting the call now. We got to shut the lights down so the kids can get back here and play. We're looking forward to seeing the second half. All these games have been decided in the third quarter so far, so we'll see what happens in the next 5 minutes. What a game. I'm speechless. I am speechless right now.
I mean, who saw this coming? We certainly did it. I'm sure Chris Brandt and Coach Brad Nieves, never doubted it. I'm sure the North Salem kids never doubted it. But from the outside looking in, no one saw this coming.
Except for these parents. Like, you're right.
Except for Tiger Nation. Tiger Nation showed up today.
They did.
North Salem came ready to go, and wow. Second half, I mean,
it's literally the story of two halves. And we said it a lot where it's all about the third quarter, it seems. And in the third quarter, North Salem Tigers outscored them 27-11. Because going into the halftime, when you see it, you'll see it. We didn't think that North Salem was going to come back to win this game.
No.
Right? And Bryce picks up his 4th foul pretty quick. The one thing he wasn't supposed to do, he picks it up pretty quick. So 27-11, and then all of a sudden, Tuckahoe just fell apart.
How about number 4, Lucas Verzi in the third quarter with 8 points? And he got him sparked.
Yeah.
Then Catron and Bryce Bryant just imposed their will on this game. And how about the fact that North Salem really dominated on the glass in the second half, offensively and defensively?
Yes, even off free throws. I always feel like when you get a rebound on free throws, with the exception of it being a long free throw, that's lazy. It's either laziness or it's I want it more. And Max in that second half, he was on the floor. He was everywhere. In the air, on the floor, on the boards. he was a machine. And I think you're right. Coming out of that, the energy that these guys brought out, like I cannot wait to talk to Coach Brandt and ask him, what did you say at halftime to get these kids out here?
I mean, and DeLarco at number 10 and Dooley and Randall and Meehan all came in and gave significant minutes. And, you know, some of those guys are starters, some of those guys are off the bench. All did a great job. And then Jamison Wan, number 2, seemed to be in around every loose ball and got deflections and just made plays defensively. Hit a big shot at one point as well. So they all contributed, but Catron, Bryant, and Verzi offensively in the second half were the difference.
With the exception of Lucas and Bryce, what you were saying before, all the players you just mentioned beforehand, they have one thing in common. They're all seniors, and they did not want to go home today, make this the last game of their season.
And let's give Coach Brandt and Coach Nieves a lot of credit. They played a very difficult schedule. They played a semifinalist, and Hastings played them very tough. Lost a heartbreaker to Dobbs as well, who's going to play in this Class B section final. They played John Jay Cross River. They played big schools to get prepared for postseason.
Yeah.
So nothing fazed them. They weren't fazed today. And in the second half, it was just maturity on their part and their energy. And listen, Tuckahoe has had a great year. Yep. Coach Felix Nicodemo has had a great year. Del Conte going out, having foul trouble. Bamford having foul trouble early in the third quarter also had a lot to do with the change of how the game went, the way the game got flipped on its head.
Well, because those guys they're controlling the boards for Tuckahoe. When those guys are not in the game and/or they can't play their game, it's going to be difficult because they are the boards.
And when Bryce went out with his 4th, North Salem built on the lead.
I thought it was over. I honestly thought it was over when Bryce went out with his 4th. And like you said, they built their lead. They built their lead.
They were plus when he was off the floor.
They showed up for him. The story for me from North Salem is the seniors. The seniors said, you know what? We're not going home today. Today is not our last game, We are going to play again, and they put it all out on the floor. We talk about
really
all
did.
Out on the floor. These guys left everything they had on that floor so they could play another game, and it showed it.
Max off the dribble is a physically bigger guard.
Yeah.
And he's a tough matchup for Tuckahoe's backcourt because of the physicality. And then when Bryce got it out on the perimeter, on the wing, it was a tough matchup for the post guys to stay in front of Bryce off the bounce. And if you don't commit to help, you don't commit to getting in the lane, and you let them get to the lane, we saw what happened. They finished.
Right.
And then Verzi hits, like I said, and then Lucas Verzi starts hitting catch and shoot shots. He made a big one right in front of us here, that big 3 right here. And that opened it up as well, because now you can't go give help because Lucas Verzi's making catch and shoot jump shots.
Yeah, coming out in the third quarter, he was on fire. And you're right, you had to watch that side of it. How about Bryce thanking his team with the end of the game, bringing home listen.
An emphatic,
dunk of the tournament.
An emphatic finish. An emphatic finish.
Yes.
Nobody expected that, and he went up there and he was attacking the rim.
I'll tell you who expected it. Bryce expected it.
Yeah, Bryce did.
Because if you watched him coming down that lane, he knew it.
He had, yes.
He was going to fly. There was no stopping him. It was coming down, and it was one hell of a thank you for hey, guys, you got me covered while I got 4 fouls. And listen, Tuckahoe Tigers, Coach Nicodemo, they did a phenomenal job. I do want to point out this young man, though, Ryan Gentry. Not only coached because he today produced the most successful shot that you love the most, catch and shoot.
He had 5 threes.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
5 out of 6, I think.
5 for 7.
5 for 7. 5 for 7 from three-point land.
Kept them kept them hanging around.
They had to feed him more. They had to feed him more because there were times that he was open. It wasn't like he took bad shots either.
No,
he was open, and they didn't feed him enough. And I think that really hurt Tuckahoe.
I think Coach Nicodemo, Coach Pizzuti, Coach Vecchione. It's not going to be a while. They're going to watch this film.
Yeah.
But when they do watch the film, they're going to see the same thing that we saw.
Yeah.
And but credit North Salem's defense, huh? I mean, they kept everybody in front. They made it very difficult to penetrate. They did a great job of staying in front of the ball. They gave help when it was necessary. They closed out. They really created problems for Tuckahoe's offense to get started on the interior, which they really didn't get going.
No, they took him out of their rhythm. And we know basketball is a game of rhythm. Once you have that rhythm and you go on that run, like North Salem did, Tuckahoe just looked discombobulated, and they never recovered from that.
No, they didn't.
Yeah. Well, listen, it was a very exciting game. It is what would be considered, so far, the upset of the championship tournament. I don't think North Salem would agree that it was an upset, but it would be considered an upset.
It is considered an upset.
And, Coach, just look at all these fans.
I know.
Just
Tiger Nation.
waiting. Tiger Nation is waiting for their team to come out.
Absolutely.
And rightfully so. It was a phenomenal game. We look forward to having the MVP and the all-tournament player coming up next. And now joining us, the MVP and the all-tourney players of the game for the North Salem Tigers, Max Catron and Bryce Bryant. Boys, one hell of a job out there, man.
Thank you.
I got to tell you, honestly, because here at the winning moments, we take accountability for the things that we say. And Coach nor I had you guys winning this game. So, congratulations. Hopefully you saw that episode and it fueled you guys to make us eat our words. But how did it feel out there making us eat our words and being section champs right now?
I would say it felt amazing. You know, I saw a post on Section 1 Central saying that we were the underdogs at 45%. So, you know, that just really put fuel in our team and helped us, you know, play better with more intensity.
I bet you, how many times you look at that post?
A couple times.
What about you, Max? Talk to us.
I looked at it, I screenshot it, I sent it to Brant, I was like, oh, another underdog game. And I was just like, it feels great. And it's just like.
And I got to tell you guys, sitting here watching the game in the first half, you guys look like the underdogs.
Yeah.
Right? You guys did look like that 45% chance was going to be right. You know, 24-17, you guys came out pretty flat. What did Coach say to you at halftime that changed your mentality or the way you guys came out at half? Because your third quarter was phenomenal.
At halftime, he was telling us to like run our plays, get our offense going. Defense was a little struggle, but we couldn't do anything on offense, on the offensive side. So he told us pick up the intensity, get our sets in, and then it really started to show when the third quarter came.
So clearly Max didn't listen because he seemed pretty lazy out there in the third quarter, right?
No, he wasn't.
My man was everywhere. There's tents on that floor right now because of you, my man.
Absolutely. He's going to have to make sure he got no third-degree burns from going on the floor. So speak to me, Max, first, and then Bryce second. How about Lucas Verzi in the third quarter? Talk to me. 8 big points in the third quarter. Kind of hit the pull up, hit the three. You know, hit the other three. Talk to me about those 8 big points. What it seemed to do for you guys, kind of spark you offensively.
Yeah, offensively, he's our guy. He's our shooter. We all have an equal share in our scoring. Like one game, he'll score 20. I'll score 20. He'll score 20. It's just like so good about that team. When he made those threes. Made those buckets, and just like fueled us. We got our guy going, and once he got us going, we just built off it.
Bryce?
Yeah, I would say, you know, similar to what Max said. Yeah, he's our shooter, so you know those threes really help us like pick our energy up, and it just like makes the crowd go crazy, which helps us play better.
Well, listen, we have the what's going to be the infamous and notorious. Lawn blowing, leaf blower, popcorn blowers here at the county center. So, boys, when you speak into the mic, just speak a little closer now.
Yeah, get a little bit closer.
Because as you guys can hear in the background, you hear from the show, it seems to be popcorn cleanup time, and they're very serious about their popcorn cleanup here at the County Center.
How about, and both of you, Andrew DeLarco, number 10, Patrick Dooley, 14, Sean Randall, Connor Meehan, all gave you really positive minutes. And DeLarco getting to the foul line and scoring at the foul line. Tell us about the evolution of DeLarco and Dooley first, and then Randall and Meehan off the bench. And then I want to talk about Jamison Juan last because of the fact that he's just your glue guy. Like, he just does a little bit of everything, correct?
Yes, exactly.
So talk to us first about DeLarco and Dooley.
DeLarco, yeah, started from the beginning of the season. He was Section 1's leading rebounder for the first 9 games, and then he got a little injury in his hamstring, took a break off. But it's just like he's been fueled ever. We played Tuckahoe the first time in the regular season, and they were kind of dogging us. They made us look like the underdogs because we were that game. Andrew wasn't healthy. And then all of you saw what a healthy DeLarco looks like.
He was so active on the glass. He seemed to get to everything. How much does he help you, Bryce, on the boards? How much does DeLarco help you on the glass?
I would say he helps me a lot, like a 1-2 punch. But it really helps our offense and our defense get moving when we know that we have someone who's really going to fight for the rebounds. And it helps a lot with like extra points and putback layups.
And how about Randall and Meehan? Meehan scored on the breakaway big layup. Big layup.
Huge layup.
And so talk to me about Randall and Meehan as well.
Yeah, Randall and Meehan, they're our guys. Like, it's just like the thing about our team, we are so close. Like, we're all best friends outside of school,
That's
on the court,
awesome.
stuff like that. It's just Connor, he was like
Recurring theme.
It's a
Yes.
recurring theme.
Yes,
The champions so far all have the same theme of the bond you have off the court, which 100% shows on the court. And before you continue, Max, what I want to say is that when Bryce went out, okay, with your 4th foul, all the players we're mentioning right now that you're talking about, and I said it in the postgame, they're all seniors. You guys came together, and you could feel the energy of like, this is not our last game.
exactly.
This is not our last game. So how does that translate to all that you've been through this year? Like you were just saying, we want you to continue about off the court, on the court together. Like, tell us about that.
I think honestly, this last year, since we got sent home from them, it was just a terrible feeling. Last year, all of those guys, it's just not great because going from soccer, being so successful, and then losing in the section championship to your rivals now, it just sucks. And then when you have Meehan, Randall coming in, subbing off for big minutes, and especially when they do the part, they don't have to have a big part, but as long as they do it, it translates to our success. And it's just like safety, knowing they're on the court, knowing they're doing their role, it just translates to that and translates to our success like it showed today.
Yeah, translated to a championship.
Jamison Juan, talk to us, Bryce, about Jamison Juan and what he does for your team and the things he does and the small things and the big things he contributes that are big that people might think are small. Talk to us about what he does.
I would say Jamo's a really great player. He when he's hot, he hits a lot of threes. Today wasn't, his day of shooting, but he picked up full court defense, really stopped number 1 on Tuckahoe.
He did a very good job on Marco Formato today.
Yeah.
He most certainly
very good
defensively he was really good. He seemed to be on the floor for every loose ball. Every loose ball. Is that something that he does all the time?
Every day. In practice, it's like I hate guarding him because he makes me work. He makes us work so hard. He's like glue, like you said, glue guy. Like he's like seriously glued to us in practice. It's like I'm like getting mad. I'm like, J-Mo, get off it and call J-Mo. And it's just like it helps him.
We got behind us here. You guys, you guys know these guys?
Yeah.
Right?
Did they
come
look
with you?
familiar?
Yeah. Listen, congratulations to all you guys behind us here right now as we're joined by the entire North Salem Tigers Section 1 champions.
Absolutely.
Okay? As Bryce mentioned, the underdogs, according to Section 1 Athletics, the underdogs of 45%. I guess you guys show them, huh?
Yeah.
Love it, guys. We love it. Listen, we have some gifts for you guys.
Appreciate
We do.
Thank you.
Somewhere here. Here we go. Wrong one. Max, when you tap this bracelet, all the highlights for the entire tournament will be on there. Right? Highlights that you helped create, so we really appreciate that. Bryce, this locked in sweatshirt, because you were very locked in today. It has right here a patch for the winning moments. That has all today's games, all the winning moments on there. Especially your thank you to the team, okay? And thank you to everyone on Instagram right now for your game-defining dunk where North Salem now is Section 1 championships. You put the exclamation point on that. It was amazing to have you guys. Congratulations. We're looking forward to you guys going further. Coach?
We congratulate the both of you. Fantastic to watch the both of you. We wish you the best of luck in a deep state tournament run. We want you to get to Glens Falls.
Of course.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate it.
And now we're going to have Coach, who I cannot wait to talk to, see what he talked about at the halftime. Coach Brandt from the Section 1 champions, North Salem Tigers, coming soon. And joining us now on the Winning Moments Show, Section 1 champion of the North Salem Tigers, Coach Brandt. Coach, I mean, I know Coach has a lot of X and O questions for you, but I'm an energy guy. I'm a momentum guy. You guys are down 24-17, and that score is not, you're probably down more from the momentum side. What in the world did you tell these kids at halftime to come out for a 27-11 third quarter?
I told them that I had a lot of these guys from their freshman year when I was the JV coach. And I told them back then, and one of them reminded me last night, that I told them, as a freshman, you're guaranteed about 80 games in your high school career. And all of a sudden, that first half felt like we were climbing up a mountain and continuously sliding down every 5 seconds. And I told them, I go, you have 16 minutes for the rest of your life to show us that you can flip the script, you could overcome a very talented, very big team like Tuckahoe, and just... They took that to heart and ran with it the final 16 minutes of the game. The seniors did everything they could not to lose. Our juniors stepped up, and obviously the MVP, Bryant, stood up and really showed the section just how great of a player he can be.
I mean, listen, I got goosebumps. I'm ready to go play right now after that speech, Coach. Like, you're right. Your seniors, listen to every word you said, because the seniors, the coach and I have talked about this now, these seniors said at halftime, this is not our last game. This is not our last game, and they proved it out there. We're flabbergasted as it was really fun to watch that.
And let's say it publicly. Coach Brandt and the North Salem Tigers proved us wrong.
They did.
They proved us wrong.
We know how to take accountability.
Absolutely.
We don't often lose here on the Winning Moments, but yes, we did choose wrong. And Coach, you and your team and your boys really, really made us pay for it.
Absolutely. I want to speak to first. Catron, what he means to your program, and speak about the impact. He was a nightmare matchup problem for the backcourt of North Salem because of his length, his ball skills, his ball handling, getting in the lane. He creates a lot of problems. Talk to us about Max.
So Max actually texted me last night and says, I'm really nervous. And I go, why are you nervous? You've played 4 years as a starting varsity point guard. You're probably one of the biggest, strongest kids on the court, despite not being maybe the tallest. And we spoke to him at halftime, and I said, you are our engine. You are how far North Salem goes. And he took that to heart because he did everything he could not to let that final 16 minutes be the end of his career.
No doubt about that.
So he flipped that script, and he now guaranteed himself, as well as all his teammates, one more week of basketball.
That's fantastic.
At the minimum.
Fantastic. Listen, he got in the lane. He's able to absorb contact and finish. And even if it's not an N1 situation, he's going to the foul line. He's making both foul shots.
Yeah.
Which, I got to say, he's not a great free throw shooter, but he hit him tonight.
He did hit him tonight.
That's all that we worry about.
Bryce Bryant, 6'5", size 14 shoe. He's not done growing.
Nope.
He's all length. He's a smaller version of Sam Perkins. He kind of has that Perkins-esque, a poor man Sam Perkins. Talk to me about the evolution of this young man from the beginning of the season to now, because I don't think anybody outside of you guys in the community had him on the radar doing something like this in a game like this.
Yep. So beginning of the year when I had like those pregame, interviews to do or like write-ups, I put him out as a Super 7 player. And frankly, for a lot of the season, he did not play like a Super 7 player at all. Whether it was, lack of confidence, being a sophomore, a little bit young, and not really used to this style of play that is up in Section 1 coming from Stepanak. But, I mean, he put together his best 4 days of practice this week. His intensity, his communication on the court. Probably the funniest thing is yesterday our practice started at 4 o'clock. Bryce is nowhere to be found. I text his mom and I go, what is going on here? She goes, he went home and he fell asleep on the couch. So she goes, I'm trying to get him a ride. And I go, nope, we got 3 seniors going to get him right now. They were banging on his door, brought him to practice 5 minutes later, and he just had a fantastic hour and 45 minutes. As long as he doesn't nap, we're good.
How about Lucas Verzi in the third quarter, Coach? 8 big points in the third quarter. Kind of got you guys revved up offensively and got you in a rhythm. Talk about Lucas for us.
Lucas is always going to be there for us. He might not have the best shooting quarters at times, but as a clutch player, he's always there. I mean, he's our leading free throw shooter percentage-wise, but the fact that he didn't just stand on the wing for the third quarter like he did most of the fourth, he got himself into the mid-range, he saw that ball go through the basket, and once Lucas sees the ball go through once or twice, he's zoned in from there.
Absolutely.
Sometimes it takes a little bit longer, but when he gets going, I mean, that just adds a third versatile scorer, and if teams foul him, he's going to hit 2 shots every single time.
And to speak to your point, was invisible offensively the first half. To speak to your point, didn't really get it going, wasn't it? And then all of a sudden he hits for 8. How about?
Also, let's speak to that. To me, the County Center clutch is third quarter. Right, third quarter is clutch.
It's been that way the entire
the whole
entire week.
So far in these tournaments, it is that way. It is clutch. And to your point, Coach, Lucas came out in clutch time because that momentum carried you guys.
And one thing for Lucas Verzi, my wife gave birth to our son about a month ago.
Oh, congratulations!
Congratulations.
He came a month early. He was supposed to be due March 5th, and I said that's going to impact the County Center time. And we named our son Lucas James.
Wow.
And Lucas Verzi was actually the one who not created the name, but came up with the name when I saw him during the summer. And I would go to him at halftime. I go, I named my son after you, essentially. I said, if you're going to go and score 0 points in the first half, I might change my son's name. And he came out, and my son is still going to keep the name Lucas.
Oh, man.
How about Jamison Wan?
Yeah.
I know that offensively there wasn't as much of an impact as normal. However, how about his work on the glass? I mean, and then every loose ball underneath the basket. Jamison seemed to be around the basketball. Talk about Jamison for a second.
Jamison is just a true basketball player. He got cut from the modified team back in 7th and 8th grade. And when I coached JV, I saw the kid running up and down the court, diving on the floor, and I go, who is this kid? And they go, oh, don't worry about it. He was cut from the JV team. And I go, well, that's a massive mistake. And whether he shows up offensively or not, he knows his role, and he, all season long, has defended the opposing team's best point guard. And, I mean, he was picking up the kids on Tuckahoe 85 feet from the basket and staying with them.
I know this young man. Him getting cut might have been the best thing for him.
Yep.
And to your point, he's a dog
On the
that
ball,
court.
he was fantastic on the ball. To keep the ball in front, not allow Tuckahoe to get easy paint touches, and when they did, your help rotation was fantastic. I thought he was a huge piece to neutralizing the interior offensive attack of Tuckahoe.
Absolutely. He's our best defender on the team. Whoever they're playing next week, we don't know anything about him yet, but we can guarantee Jamison Wan is going to be on their best guard, whether it's a point guard, shooting guard, and he's going to do whatever it takes for us next week.
DeLarco and Dooley. I mean, Andrew DeLarco. You don't realize how long he is. And Max spoke to him, right, John? Said he was one of the leading rebounders in section before he got injured.
Yep.
And, you know, a lot of people don't know that. And his activity on the glass, and then him making foul shots in the first half to kind of keep you in it, along with, I think Dooley made a couple of foul shots in the first half as well. So talk to me about those two guys.
I mean, DeLarco, he at one point was averaging 14 rebounds a game leading Section 1. He went out with a hamstring and back injury. He ended up missing 9 of our games this year, and yet the team still voted him team MVP because they realized he truly is the most valuable player on the court. And yeah, he's not the biggest guy at all, but he's long, and his mentality is every single rebound is his. He had a game earlier this year where he had 26 rebounds. He had 17 in the first half.
Good Lord.
And it was a man amongst boys. And when Andrew is hitting his free throws, he's confident. And I mean, he is a true defensive anchor, and I would put him against anybody in the section as a rebounder.
Coach Ward's looking at me when you name these stats like I've missed something and why we haven't talked about Andrew on our show as much. And you know what? Now we got to go back and fire all our researchers. We got to get the emails out to the coach for the stats. And yeah, I'm going to blame it on his injury too. That's why we didn't notice it.
Patrick Dooley as well, and then Sean Randall and Meehan. So Dooley, Randall. How about Meehan with the big layup down here on the breakaway?
So Meehan's another guy. He actually pulled his back out on Tuesday this week. He's been to about 3 or 4 chiropractic appointments. I don't know how we have so many guys getting injured off like at 17 years old. But Connor is just a fantastic role player. He knows he's probably the smartest kid on the team. And he showed it. He showed that he could leak on that rebound, knew he had it. And again, those 2 points are massive at a swing like that in the third.
Absolutely.
And then Patrick Dooley was a player. He did not really play at all last year. And he goes to me mid-season, he goes, am I going to get in a game or what? And I go, no, I love that you have the respect for me, that you're going to come up and ask me in a very polite way. I put him in the game, and from our last 8 games, he was our leading assist man at about 5.5 assists a game. He would chip in about 6 to 10 points a game. And he is our second leader in drawn charges. DeLarco's got over 24 drawn charges this year.
Jeez.
And Pat Dooley's right behind him at about 7 or 8. So he does whatever we need, and he is the true Energizer bunny off the bench. He could do anything, and it gets the entire team hyped up, and we just go on swings from there.
Sean Randall, one more.
Yep.
Talk to me about Sean.
Sean Randall is the true glue guy of the team. Sean comes into practice, he's screaming, he's running around just screaming nonsense the entire time. And he'll draw a charge, he'll get an N1 in practice, and he gets up and lets people know that that's a grown man move. And the way
Gotta have those guys on your team.
You gotta have that guy, and his character is just something that it keeps the spirit light. I mean, we were off for about 3.5 weeks. And you know, things get repetitive, the drills get repetitive, and Sean kept it fun, he kept it engaging, and he really pushed guys. And his biggest guy was he pushed Bryce. He pushed Bryce, and Sean's usually not one to really go at somebody. He's talking to Bryce, he's hyping him up, he's pushing him, he's yelling at him, he's trying to draw charges on him in the middle of practice.
It's that culture you want.
It was a culture that's just, they're all just digesting right now.
All right, Coach, listen, you put these kids on the spot today, so we want to put you on the spot. You ready for a little rapid fire?
Got it.
All right, here we go. One word to describe this team.
Motivated.
Who's the most vocal player on the team?
Max Catron.
What is the best thing about coaching this team?
That I've saw these, one word?
Anything you want. Rapid fire.
That I saw these players develop for 4 years, and now they're becoming the true young men basketball players I've strived for.
Who is the player that the team looks for when the game gets tight?
Jamison Wan.
With your team winning today, what will this moment mean to you?
It'll mean a memory that's going to last a lifetime, and it guarantees us one more week together, one more week to advance our season even further.
Well, Coach, listen, we got some gifts for you to help you remember those moments. This bracelet will have all of the tournament moments, some that your team has helped create for the entire weekend. All you do is tap that with your phone. Okay. And this sticker you can put on the gold ball, okay, with the winning moments on it. And when you tap it, it'll have all the highlights of your actual game, all the guys that were hitting the floor, putting dents out there, and of course, Bryce's take-home dunk. Get the fans off the seats into the stands to celebrate your championship game.
That sounds awesome. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it was so nice having you, Coach.
Yes, thank you.
Chris, we wish you the best going forward in a deep state tournament run.
Yes,
congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
Most importantly, Coach, look right at that center camera and shout out the most important person, Mom.
Absolutely.
Yep. My wife, Tina, who's been doing the brunt of the diapers, the late night feedings and all that. And funny, so I actually took off leave for the next 2 weeks to stay home from teach. I have a 5th grade teacher, to stay home and help her. I'm gonna have to extend that leave now, so she's not gonna be the happiest. But her birthday's coming up, so I think I gotta get her an over-the-top gift.
Oh, you're getting absolutely, Chris.
Absolutely. Well, it's great. Congratulations again to the North Salem Tigers. It was amazing having Coach Brandt on. We look forward to a lot more basketball to come. Really exciting at the County Center. We're only halfway through this, and we already have our first so-called upset of the tournament. Congratulations to the Tigers.